Laboratories are a place where innovation is fostered and has a chance to become reality. This can require exploring unknown areas where mysteries are solved and life-changing discoveries and inventions are made. Risk-taking can be a key element of this exciting process. But let's face it, in a lab there are dangerous materials that can harm you if allowed to get out of control. Before entering any lab, you should refer to the lab safety registration placard posted at the lab entrance. The placard lets you know which hazards are present in the lab before you even enter, while other chemicals such as flammable liquids, corrosives, or cryogenics will create an acute response. If you come to the lab without proper apparel, including long pants and closed-toed shoes, you must change to the proper apparel. Remember, you must dress for the occasion by wearing, at a minimum, a buttoned-up lab coat, eye protection, closed-toed shoes, pants, and gloves. There may be times when the minimum PPE is not adequate based on your task or the specific materials you will be handling. You can determine the correct PPE to wear by referring to your standard operating procedure, safety data sheet, or by asking your supervisor. Prior to each use, you need to verify that your PPE is in good working condition. Before wearing safety glasses or goggles, inspect them for any cracks or degradation, and make sure your lab coat fits properly. In addition to your minimum PPE, you must wear splash goggles and gauntlet-style gloves to protect yourself during an immersion procedure in a chemical bath. Prior to working with hazardous materials, you must develop an experimental plan which would include 1. Proposed conditions and outcomes of your experiment. 2. Perform a hazard assessment to identify known and potential risks involved with your experiment and review with your supervisor. 3. Select methods to prevent any out-of-control reactions. Furthermore, an acid-resistant apron, splash goggles, gauntlet-style gloves, and a face shield must be worn to protect you when using or transferring concentrated acids. Beyond your minimum PPE, it is highly recommended you wear a flame-resistant lab coat when using concentrated solvents. Also remember to always keep your lab coat fully buttoned and wear gauntlet gloves for immersion purposes. Respiratory protection is used to protect someone from overexposure to airborne contaminants. Not all lab procedures require respirators, as there are engineering controls such as chemical fume hoods and biological safety cabinets already in place. If you feel that you need a respirator prior to use, contact the EH&S department for an assessment, since you need a medical qualification and a fit test to determine the proper respirator.